Yeah, man. Hella emotions, bro. Hella emotions. Hella emotions. Just emotions upon emotions upon emotions. Locking down Saliba and Saka to big contracts needs to happen as soon as possible. Exactly. Saliba's contracted until 2024. Couple more zeros on that. If I'm Saliba, I still wouldn't sign a new deal because it's in my best interest. I'm playing games, but things can drop at a hat. Let's calm it down a bit. There's going to be times where Saliba's form or Gabriel's form might be shaky, and because of that, one of them is dropped. Really, you really think any of these players today, Saliba? Not that I want him to advocate this. Saliba might be a villain. To next week he might make a mistake. Same way Martinelli's a hero. He might miss a chance, like against Southampton. Him and Saka, we miss chances, and we point back at that. This is a young and volatile squad. We need to start learning. They're all significantly experienced. Saliba's come into this as a French international off the back of helping Marseille win a place in the Champions League, finishing second to PSG, and all of those things being capped by his country. But life don't work like that. You're not going to land in the Premier League and be amazing. I think he passed his test. The welcome to the Premier League. I think he got elements of what being under the cosh is like. I think his temperament is perfect, and you've seen that. We've all seen the scenes from a young man with Saint Etienne. He's using the microphone and all those things. But I think he did well, man. He really looked like a Rolls Royce. Plays some very good passes. Knows when to step with the ball. Knows when to try them difficult ones. Just calculated. Rich just does the job, man. Like just what you want to see from in a nice way. Like the best footballers, you talk about them the least. Like he's just doing what we need him to do, really. And this is why you need multiple partnerships and multiple things, because him or Gabriel might make mistakes or they might get injured. You need to be able to see, which I want to see 9 times out of 10, the continued partnership of Gabriel and Saliba. There might come a time where it needs to be Ben White again and Gabriel, or Ben White and Saliba. We need options. You probably would have loved the luxury of having Tomiyasu. Sometimes Tomiyasu and Tierney will start. Eddie's come off the bench and offered something when Jesus looked spent. When Fabio Vieira and Smith Rowe are fit, maybe there's things you could do with the captain. Because even though Odegaard's captain, no one's assured a place. No one should be assured of the place. Apart from Ramsdale, because you can't see Matt Turner eclipsing him, respectfully. But yeah, man, can't ask anything more, man. Can't ask anything more. I guess we can always improve. I'm sure if we watch the game again, which I will be doing, we'll be seeing things. But yeah, man, Saliba's taking his chances, putting a bit more zeros on his contract, and in terms of resale value, etc., we need to thingy him. Really, he's tied the man down to a new deal if he hasn't signed that already. But yeah, for me, Saliba, the man of the match, carrying on his preseason form, and he's got every reason to be confident, and it's his space to lose, and that's what it should be. Half of these players, you won't even get in a scenario where Saka, who's keeping a 72 million pound man, as a lazy view out the squad. You want a reason for him to want to fix up. There's competition for places. You need different systems. You need different things. Like you saw when it became apparent, Zinchenko, we need a bit of defending here. Tierney came on. There's going to be games where Palace are not going to be or a team isn't going to be as aggressive and Palace and throw some punches back at us like that. And we might get away with Zinchenko there. And I would say the one thing you did see, though, you saw, tired legs. We need to be a bit more sensible. And you've seen that for not just us, Palace as well. No one's physically fit yet. But I guess we'll see, not just us. That'll be an opinion we can have on Sunday, where obviously we would have seen everybody play by then, really. So it's nice to, technically, we're top of the league before the league starts. We're top of the league now. Of course, we're not going to be there game week 38. We need to have a target of, definitely for me, taking 9 points from our first three, because I know it was City, Chelsea, and Brentford, and there was things off the field, but we didn't start the season well. Get them first 9 points. Make the most of August, because it only gets worse, really. And again, players on the outskirts, we're getting a squad now. The bench is still meaty. You could call on Tierney, but there was Fabio Vieira, not to be called on Smith Rowe, Tomiyasu. You want to add another more to the pot. Still think we need that number 8 really to take control, especially when we're under the cosh. You saw it really, It's a couple of times Martinelli and Saka, they're getting fouled. Odegaard even, they're winning fouls. It's getting us high up the field, really. I'm sure we was all happy when the Corey, who put in some thumping tackles, went down with a hamstring injury, because it allowed us to buy some time. We need to be a bit more press resistant. We need to handle being under the cosh a bit more. Of course, you're going to naturally be under the cosh at times in the Prem, but too long in that game, innit? Way too long in that game. But we played better than that and got no points. You know, we played a mixed performance and we've got 3 points. So how do you look at it, man? There's a lot that we need to work on. We take the good from the Palace game. We take what we need to work on, and hopefully at home at the Emirates we can apply that, and hopefully Jesus can get his goal. I really thought he scored today, but it's calm, man. It's calm. It's calm. It's calm. So yeah, man, it is what it is in that regards. Saliba is used to chaos defending since he played for Marseille. Trust me, their defending was crazy. He definitely knows about being in a team with bad habits. What else he lot saying, man? Saliba, clean sheet. Good teams don't accept being under the cosh. I hear that, but it's something. It's this the Premier League. Liverpool have been under the cosh at times. They've went out and won the game. City as well. Chelsea at Brentford. There's going to be times you shouldn't be under the cosh. Sorry, for 60 minutes. You know, 60 odd minutes, really, over 60 minutes. The majority of it, in fact, probably the whole of the second half, the last 20 minutes of the last 20 minutes of the first half, and probably for the whole second half, really and truly, bar the occasional spots. It happens. It's the Premier League, especially playing away from home. But you don't accept being under it. I'd say you don't accept being under it that long. You got to have more confidence with the ball. Top teams don't withstand pressure like that. Exactly. And that's where I think we need an outlet, man. Bit harsh. Odegaard a free, doing a lot there. We did okay, Arsenal fan for years. Don't think we've done enough business. We need more quality left back. Get another defensive mid, a number 8 and a central forward. Saliba top. Bless up DG, clean sheet today. Saliba man of the match. Chile and Martinelli with a goal each. We're shameless with that. 3 points, proper fast-paced match. It must have been enjoyable for the thingy, man, the neutrals. What you want to see from a competent centre-back. Well done to the boy. Good game, DG. We moved. We allowed Anderson too much time on the ball. Exactly, bro. We didn't in the first 20. We did in the second. Yeah, man. White pocketed Zaha. He was a bit clumsy on the ball, though. Gave a few hospital passes. Exactly. And a couple of players do that, man. Jesus fantasy owners in the mud. Trust. I got Zinchenko. He got assist, though. I boss case, though. You know the tick. I don't know about seeing trophies. Gary Neville said Saliba reminded him of a young Rio. Listen, forget all the noise because they'll be the first to turn on them. The noise is dead. Whatever they say, positive or negative, let's just keep working, man. Palace are a tough team to play away, literally a bogey team. Neville likes to move the goalposts when it comes to Arsenal. Forget them, man, there, man. He got cooked, bro. I can't lie. I know the Premier League's funny, but bro, you expect someone like Zaha to not beat you, pause, as a fullback. It happens. Largely done all right. End of the day, what did Zaha do, bro? I do think some people are doing a bit too much. I would say 8. I mark White down for being on the ball. I do think not alone, but played some bookie passes that could have undone all his hard work. Not just him. Zinchenko did it as well. Couple of players. Everyone apart from Saliba really could say they played some stray passes at times that did not need to be played, but it's not a criticism thing. It was a mixed performance. The good thing is we've grinded out a result with not being fully fit, clearly not being there tactically with what Arteta wants, and just not. And again, there's a lot of positives, the first 20, and the many naiveties that we showed. I'm happy that we took the lead away from home and were able to walk away with 3 points. We couldn't say that at Old Trafford or Goodison Park last season. I know it's not away from home, but we couldn't say that at Everton. I mean, not Everton. City at home, and obviously, ironically, Palace at home. So, yeah, man, it's a good Friday. It's a good way to start the season, man. I did think there was extra passes. I can't lie. They told me, bro, I'm not even here to criticize Zinchenko. I don't think a lot of people understand or watch football, bro. The man's not a defender by heart, so he's gonna do them things. White was solid, and whenever he wasn't, Saliba was always there to cover, and that's all football's about, bro. Listen, all the Van Dijk chats and Rio chats, bro. Just let Saliba do his thing, because the same guys saying this, they'll be the same first to say he's overrated when he gets cooked. Palace Dungeon. Yo, D Jenny, watch along tomorrow. No, Sunday, bro. Crazy, man. Minutes are currency. I wouldn't say Zinchenko can't defend, but bro, man's not a defender by trade, bro. Like, this is what you sign up for. You're gonna have them City tax, and he's done this at City, done it in the Champions League. It's calm though, man. Raw. Saka booked in the opening game of the season in 2016, 17, 19, and 2022. At least he's consistent, blood. Man of the match, well deserved by Saliba. Class above everyone, man. It's the temperament. For me, the main thing is the temperament, bro. He's not overawed. He didn't let it crumble. Now, everyone has bad games, but it's the temperament, man. That's what's going to serve you, bro. You don't get too excited when things are going well. You don't get too negative when things are going wrong. And this is what a loan spell can do for you, you know. Look, shambolic in the under-23s game where he's making mistakes. You need to do it. And he's still only 21. He's not the finished article. Nobody is in this Arsenal team. Not even Jesus and Odegaard. If they was, let's be honest, they would not be at Arsenal right now at this stage of their development. So let's just keep working, man. Let's just keep working. Just keep working. Big up DG. Wasn't in the live stream, but watched the game. Saliba is excellent. I think he still need to improve a lot. Of course we will. Preseason, you don't just, I know you know this, but some people think you just F off for preseason. You come back to the Premier League and everything's fixed in a matter of weeks. We'll take that, man. Palace a difficult place. We'll take that. William said we were strong and solid. If it's the first match, we knew it'd be harder. Here we stayed compact. It's a long time. I'm waiting for this moment. It's important to win for the confidence. Exactly. Big up Saliba, man. Gonna sleep well, man. You know, a couple more followers, and probably the Instagram thing's gonna start DMing you. Don't get lost, man. Positive start, man. DG learned from Wenger. I didn't see it. I learned that from the street. Mind your own business. Wenger reinforced it, but I didn't see bad stuff. Saying you saw things, well, can lead you and your family in places. I can't lie. We looked gassed in the last couple of stages of the first half, but you're right. Changes earlier could have done a thing. Yeah, man. People on some box office thing. You think big up Top Blue, but you think he was watching this because he loves football. He's ready to run some Arsenal bands. Not today, man. Our day will come, but not today, man. How can anyone say White was poor? He had Zaha, even though he was on the yellow. Anyone that says poor got agendas, man. Performance wasn't impressive, nervy, but most important thing, win. 3 points, and we've got a hard away game out of the way. Positive building this genius boxer. Living up to the genius part. I don't know for the boxing, but yeah. I think Ozil shoots more than Odegaard. I can't lie. I love Odegaard a lot, but my man, pull the trigger, bro. Pull it. I really thought he was going to score. You see that chance where it looked like just take that one touch in your stride and just caress the ball into the far post. We're gone. It's 2-0 and we're gone. I really thought it was that, man. I'm going to be real. Odegaard made us poor in attack. Respectfully, I think you need to watch the game again. I don't think he was amazing, but how dare you sort of thing. Get in Telemans, Odegaard, and Jesus. Sorry, get in Telemans, Odegaard, and Jesus got isolated with that progressive link. Hear that? This is not top form quality, though. Listen, I'm not saying teams are going to play better than us, you know, or worse than us, better yet. But there's not going to be a single manager, a single team, even if Liverpool and City go win 5-0 in the first game. I guarantee you, if you could somehow ask Pep and Klopp, there's not a single manager who's going to say they're 100% ready, they're 100% there. I feel you. It's 100% facts what you're saying, but there's not going to be a single thing. And at the same time, I know there needs to be balance. I do think when we win, we hush up about things. And when we lose, people love misery. But we need to find balance. You know, you do need to win ugly. It is how you are at your worst. Hopefully that is us at our worst. There will be bumps and bruises and twists and turns. We always sit here and say everything needs to be perfect. To be fair, first half, the sun was shining. But everybody sits there and says Arsenal need to be perfect to win. Everything weren't perfect there. Now, I agree. We need to improve, but we need to cut some credit where due, man. Personally. But it is where it is in that regards, man.